again. I've decided to de-stress in different ways for different reasons, not just what you guys are going through in the States. But I haven't drawn or painted in a while, and I finally just got one done, which is really cool. So what I was going to do is, sorry, sit here. I was going to show how to maybe have a little silly fun and to create a little silly tutorial about how to paint. Oops, I need more water. How to paint with watercolors. Okay, me moving around. Sorry. So, yes, it's live, but it doesn't have to be. Oh, so we're going to add water. Yeah, bad English accent. That's right. Some of us have bad ones. Even though we live with people that have better ones. So here's my little water. I put it in there. And I have a brush. Now these are fun brushes. These are the kinds where you can, okay, if I show you guys. I always do this wrong. You unscrew it there. Stick it under a tap. Squeeze. And allow the water. And you have to squeeze. And the water comes in. And it's pressurized. And then you just close it up. See, smart that I am. And there you go. Ta-da! And at the top, you got a brush. They're kind of fun. So, we're just going to have a little fun. Try to have fun right now. Let's hope it works. Alright, now, bear with the movement of the camera. I tried to set it up better this time. I really did. I'm today using watercolor paint that is metallic, and I love it. Just going to mess around on dry techniques, wet on dry techniques. Just be silly, you know, enjoy yourself. And I'm even going to use, I got these new brush pens, these ink pens. I'm going to test that with water as well to see if we can get that to blend and to move. So, let's have some fun. Okay, that's my snack pile. Hold on. Let's go down. No, you don't need to see me. Yeah, I got it before. I don't know if I'll get it right this time. Oh, grind. Couldn't even the lights on the ceiling would screw it up. But, let's see. How professional am I? Not that professional. But, can we? Dang it. This is so irritating. Trying to get that angle right, and it's just driving me crazy. Let's see. I have to turn that light off. Mommy!
Yeah.
You may have to turn the light off. I may have to play with the lights for a minute.
Oh, man. What is it?
You may have to switch the lights.
What lights?
Turn that one off and put that one on. Oh, see? Dang it. Oh, now we need that light behind me. Oh, crap.
I'm the auditor.
No, you're not. You're just my lovely husband's, you know, doing the fun things.
What's that?
Turn the head towards me. The head. And the highest light, please. Ah, is that the highest? The highest. That's not too bad.
No.
Here, stick your head under here and tell me what you think so far. Tell me if that's a good angle.
Good angle, peoples.
Good enough?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Alright. Okay. We have different brushes too, you know. I took out my little rainbows. Aren't they pretty? Very pretty brushes. See? That is a fine point brush. That is not the finest brush I own. I own brushes so small it probably has like one hair on the end, and those are my favorites. But we're here to play. So, let's play. Now this has a thing on the back where you can put the cap on. Knowing me, I dropped the cap too many times. So we're going to do it this way. See where my hand's going? It's that nice little pile of water. dip your brush in the water and choose a color. So I'm going to be silly, and I'm going to go for color purple. Now, because this is watercolor and they're hard, you might just want to add a drop of water to the top, and then just keep, what I'm doing is this. See, I'm moving my hand around the top of it until you kind of add a lot of paint to the brush. Now, you see the brush is full. I don't know if you can see very well in there. And so we're going to see, this is going to be so much fun for my head. We're going to make, let's see if I can put it, well, yeah, kind of. We're going to make what I call a rose. A quick one. Now you add a little more water. This is a dry, this is a wet, because the water and the paint is wet and the paper is dry. So we're just going to go like that. And be absolute silliness. Does it have to look right? No. But will it be fun? Let's hope so. We're just going to do that. Now, while it's here, that's a bit wet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show another. See, all I'm doing is adding water. See that into that spot? I'm dipping into the water pile and adding water to the paint area. Now, what's a complement to purple? And that's gold, but I'm going to use an orange. Usually clean your brush in between. Don't be a bad girl like me. I don't like muddying colors. It actually gets on my nerves. But, tend to forget sometimes. Now, here. Now we've taken an orange color. See? And now, this is a cool technique. Once you put the color on the brush, re-dab it back in the water. And where you've already added the water, add the color. Now you could see, I don't know if you could see it, but it's just doing that. And it adds an amazing wash look to it. Can you see the difference? I think anyone hopefully can see that. And then you can even just, now that some of the paint is somewhat dry, that is a wet on wet technique. So first you started with a wet on dry. The paint was wet, the paper's dry. Now the wet paint with wet paint makes this very cool mixture. Now we're just going to make like a fun little centerpiece there. Now even if it's dry, you can, the paint, because it has dried by now, you can add this color to it. Just like that. Now you see how it's starting to evolve. Is it a perfect rose? No. But is it fun? For me it is. Now, if you want it to be a darker, more profound of that pretty goldish orange, I just added a lot more paint. See, I'm going to come back into the paint and really dig in there. See, now it's super colored. A tip. Now you can see a very dark version of that orange. Or gold. It's kind of like a coppery gold. And now you can start seeing the evolution of some petals. And all these were a bunch of random curved letter C's or U's into each other. Just like that. Is it fancy? Nope. Can you make an abstract? See now, I just put a little line through that violet. See how it pops now. Now, if you want to wash your brush, you always have a dirty and a clean. I didn't do that very well, dang. So I'm going to make the water go into one other area, so I have a little bit of clean and a little bit of dirty water. What does that mean? This is not the dirty water, and that one is the clean. So that's the clean spot, and that's the dirty. So this is where I'm going to wash my brush. This towel is to put the brush in, and this sponge does the same. that sponge down here. And now we're going to take another color in the dirty water. We pick up the dirty water or the clean. You have a choice. If you like the color of the dirty water, it's already watercolored, you can use that too. Now, we're going to start with another color. Now that we have a violet and an orange, I wonder, maybe go for like a darker reddish color. Everyone see where I'm going there? See that reddish color here? Yeah. Again, you just take your time, because painting should be like a form of meditation. Well, I think it is. It should be joyous. It should be quiet. It should be fun. I sing. I dance when I create. I literally sing and dance. Now, I'm going to try to do this out looking at the camera. Now you can start seeing a petal. Interesting, isn't it? Now, see, now it's wet paint on dry paint. And then you could do this, which is still wet on wet paint in some areas. You could see how it thins out in those areas, and where it's thicker and darker where it's not. Wet. This was dry. That was wet. Now, if you really want a fun contrast, that wet area that was still here, that wet on wet, that little red blends right in there. And check that out. So it doesn't have to be, contrasting colors. They can be analogous colors, meaning colors that are next to each other on the color wheel. So this is just a fun little technique of that. Now what I was just thinking, now that I said color wheel, I don't know if people, we'll just review it, but I don't know, I'm sure people already know about this stuff. So I didn't think I had to go over it. Let's do a color wheel with my handy dandy pens. Okay? We have red, which we'd consider primary. Yellow. Sorry, yellow. Lilo. I don't know if you can. Yes, we can see the Lilo. Good stuff. And we're going to get a true blue. Here's a true blue. Blue. Now, when you mix red and yellow, you get orange. Let's see something. Shit. Ugh, I didn't draw that in the right spaces. So bear with me here. Okay? This is one. Yeah, these are called. Oh, did it work? Oh, I'm not sure. Primary. Ta-da! One is primary. 2. It's called secondary. And we'll get to 3 in a second. Not too bad. I didn't screw it up too much. Okay, so that's 2. And this is 3. That's what you call Tertiary. Please do not. I don't know how to spell it. I can't spell tertiary. I can't. All right. Wrong spelling. Okay. Tertiary. Don't know how to spell it. Don't ask me. I'm not in the mood. Don't care. Okay. Now, the wheel consists of these three, and then everything else is colors beyond. So let's do this again. So red is here. Yeah? Red is here. It's one. Yellow is also a primary. Yeah, it's actually coming through. How pretty. Cool. And blue are the three colors that exist on the spectrum to the visual eye of the human eye and the way it does. I don't know how it just does. Because our eyes get to see these first and foremost. That's kind of why you have that specific grading scale on the TV. So gives an indication. A secondary color, which is a mix of red and yellow, is orange. Sorry, I forgot to put a blue here. Sorry about that. The next secondary color, where's my green? Where's my pretty green? Green, green, green. Not too dark. I'll get the middle green. It's too dark of a green. I'm going to take a lighter green just so you get a better indication. I'll put a better green this way so you can see it. All right. That's green. Yellow and blue is green. Everybody knows these. I know. Speaking to a choir. But just for fun. We're just having fun. I'm going to get a medium purple. That is red and blue. The violets, the indigos. So now, indigo's tricky. Okay. So no, those are secondaries. That doesn't look too bad. Look at that. Cool. Now, tertiary. I know I'm spelling it wrong. I am sorry, everybody. Enjoy my spelling. It's phenomenal. 4 different languages. Can't help that. Last mix is what we'd call indigo. Now, buggers, I'm going to have to... I don't think the pens are going to do it. Do I have an indigo in here? Hold on. I might. Let's see. I have an indigo in my drawers. Let's see. I'm looking in here for an indigo. Oh, I might. Hold that thought. Is that an indigo? Kind of looks like an indigo to me. Let's see something. Yeah, that's definitely an indigo. All right, I got one. Cool. This, when you mix blue and violet, it's kind of the color of jeans. This is what we call indigo. Kind of see that? It's kind of blue and violet at the same time. That is a tertiary. Let's see if I have another cool one going here. Blue green. Oh, blue green. That is my one favorite color. It's called aqua. No, are you aqua? You're not aqua. You're green. I like it when they're blue and green. Is that green enough? Let me see. Is that green? Is that aqua enough? Nope, not enough. There's a color I love, and I'm almost used it out. That's the problem. I can't find the pencil. I have used it so much. It is probably gone. All right, hold that thought. Let's see if I can find it in the blue palette. Oh, I think this is it. Hold that thought. Is this it? No, that's too light blue. Butts. Look at butts. Ooh, is that it? Hold on. This is what happens when I play. I literally play. I love my toys. I might have it in a pen. Hold that thought. Aqua. Are you aqua? Yeah, I think you're aqua. Let's see. Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay, cool. Now you see this in between kind of cool aqua color. People call it teal, but the colors of aqua or teal. See that? That is here. And that's also beautiful tertiary. Now you can see how some of the colors all indicate differently. Wish I could bring that screen a little lower. I probably will give you more of a focus. And now green and yellow is what we call chartreuse. And I have one right here. It's what we call lime. Lime green is like a chartreuse. It looks good on some people, and it looks stinky on others. That's all I gotta say. It's interesting that I'm looking at actually secondary. There are only 3 colors as well, but when you get to tertiary, you actually have 6. Now that I'm looking at it, interesting. I never paid attention to that fact. Now, yellow orange is. Oh, I don't have a marker for it. Great. Let's see if I have a crayon for it. Let's see. Oh, yellow orange kind of goes to the color of gold-ish. Gold, yeah. So I'm kind of thinking something like that. See that? How it's... I'm going to mix it because it's not quite what I want it to be. So, bear with me. I'm going to mix it with an actual orange. No, that's a yellow and an orange. Ah, see? Perfect. Yellow-orange. It's like a bronzy gold. It's not the color most people see every day. Not that salmon color either. It's just like a yellow, kind of goldish yellow, golden, like goldenrod more, I would say. Let's see, red. Ah, red-orange is lovely, actually. It's kind of closer to... I'll have to mix that one too, don't I? Let's see. Because that's red-red. Let's see. So, okay, let's get a red-red. There's a red-red. Yep, we got it. Oh, did I get a red-orange on it? No. It's an annoying orange. Orange. This one's orange, so we start the color out here. And then we get the red. No. Oh, yeah, that was. Oh, my. What an interesting. See, what I'm doing is I'm testing it on the side. Yeah, okay, cool. To see if that's exactly the right tone. Yep, and that's red-orange. Red-orange is kind of like, have you ever had those blood oranges where they mix them? And then sometimes a peel looks like, or like an apple has a tinge of orange in it. That's red-orange. So here's red-orange. Now, I don't know what the other name for it is. I'm sure there is one. I don't know it. I go to sing songs. I love colors. I love colors and design. That's just me. I just love that kind of thing. I love creating. I love just in the process of creating. Now, red doesn't seem red, but this is the closest red I have at the moment, so sorry. And violet is like aubergine or eggplant, right? So I'm going to put the red down first. And then let's grab me some violets. Now here's violet. This is purple. Yeah, that's purple, all right. Let's see. Yep. The red violet is kind of like an aubergine, but this is a light aubergine if you can't see. See? That's a light eggplant color. So that's the color wheel in essence of the design. So let's put it this way here. I'll bring it up more. See? You have primary. Let's see if we can do this one hand like I used to be a waitress. Here we go. So, primary, red, yellow, blue, red, yellow, blue. Secondary, mix the red and the yellow, you get orange. Mix the green and the yellow, you get, mix the green. Brains are, sorry. Mix the blue and the yellow and you get green. This is what happens sometimes. And then when you mix the blue and the red, you get purple, or what we call violet. Yeah? Now, that's a secondary. The tertiary is the third level of colors, and that has 6. So if you go between a blue and a green, you have aqua, or something close to a teal. If you go between a blue and a violet, you have indigo. I don't know if you can see better, indigo. If you go between a violet or a purple and a red, you have like an aubergine color. If you go between the red and an orange, you have that really nice blood orange color. It's not exact, but this is what the crayons allowed me, so sorry guys. Between the orange and the yellow, you have this really beautiful kind of goldenrod. You kind of see where, yeah, see? Number says 3 there. And then between the, which is a really cool color by the way, yellow and green, you have this beautiful limey chartreuse. So that's technically what we'd call a color wheel. So what I did here on the rose, so you can see better, so when I said color wheel, I didn't describe it, so shame on me now, I get it. Watch. Take your brush again. Redip it into the dirty water, because you can see that's dirty and that's clean. And I put purple, see there's purple. And what's across from the violet? Yellow. But I chose like an orangey yellow, so it's kind of like this violet with that orange, right? And that's how this works. It works as opposites. What they're called, they're complementary colors. So when you cross this color to that color, yeah, I think you can see it. This color corresponds to that color. And then the red corresponds to the green, hence Christmas colors. Violet or purples go with the oranges, like the goldenrods, the oranges, and the yellows and the golds. So we see a lot of indigos or violets with oranges and golds and yellows. If you wanted to go for like a green, oh sorry, there it goes again. If you go for the greens, you can go for the reds. Like here's that red orange, the red and the aubergine. And over here, if you go for blues, now the blues are the indigo, the blue, and the aqua. These go with the red orange. Following so far? The red orange. See how that goes right across? Red orange to the aqua. The indigo with the goldenrod, or that beautiful in between, that kind of golden color with the orange and the yellow. And the orange itself with the blue. And that's how you do complements of colors when you paint. So that's what is done here. So now when I added a red into there, so let's go for the red for a second. What I would do as a complement to the red, just so you could see, if I even have a green that's green enough. I can't, well, I don't know. Let's see if I can find, I don't know if this is green enough. This might be silvery, considering these are watercolors and metallic. Let's see. Is it? Yeah, okay. Excuse me. So now I just added a green again, wet. Now on dry paint. Now the green next to the red brings out the complement of the red. So if you think when you're painting with reds, you say, why would I use a green? Because the green complements the red and it becomes its shadow. And that's where I'm always talking about lights and darks and shadows and everything that works together, because they do. Without the complement of the green, the red wouldn't stand out as much, would it? So I'm going to do it over here now, see if it comes out a little clearer. Let's see. See if I can really load it. It's hard because this is dry, but let's see. I'm going to load it from here, see if you can see how I painted on. Yeah, now you can see that. See that? Now you see the distinction between the red and that green. And it makes that red stand out. Now if you add this green into this wet area, look what it does there. Now you even see the red even more. So you don't need to use a lot. You can just use a little. And it pulls up that red that we did originally. So if that gives you an idea, colors can be fun. And this is what we call complementary colors. Alright, so this area, let's get my handy dandy pencil. Alright, this is complementary colors. Yeah? Those are colors opposite on the color wheel. Complementary colors. This is the color wheel. So I'll hold that up so you can see that a little better. Complementary colors. Oh gosh, no, got the bad angle back. Angle disappeared. Sorry, everybody. You kind of see it now, I hope. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Complementary colors. Opposite on the color wheel. So that's how that works. The colors that are opposite each other, like a blue and an orange, are complements. That's why we say opposites attract. That's why we say a lot of silly things we say. They're all right here. I'll make it so clear. I don't know. Maybe it'll stand out better. The color wheel. Yeah, you can see that better. And this is complementary colors. Now, I don't know how long I've been doing this, but it's just a lot of fun. So to give you an idea, this is red with green. That's one. And two, we did violet or purple with yellow. So those are the two examples in this flower. I hope that's clear. Well, I think it's clear. But if it's not, please leave comments if you do watch. And if it's not clear enough, I can clarify. It's hard with the angle, and I know I keep getting in the shadow of the light. Sorry, guys. But that's the best I can do. Now, the other half of the... I think it's going to do this to me. Give me a second. Maybe that'll work. Ah, it does. Now, these are complementary colors. We're going to do something called... I could see if and now, oh my gosh, analogous. Okay, again, bad spelling. Analogous. Analogous colors. Trust me, I can't spell, even if I knew. The one thing I didn't do well in school was spelling. Enjoy yourselves. Yet I write very well. It's very odd. Okay, analogous. Analogous are colors now. I'll have to turn that over 2 seconds. Next to each other. Next to each other on the color wheel. So if we're looking at analogous colors on the color wheel, that's analogous. See the reds? The red, orange? Here, I'll even label it for you. Red, orange, red. Now what happens is you do the first color is going to be called the primary name of it, so it's red, violet. It's not violet red, it's red violet, because red is primary, so it's red orange. So this is orange, this is yellow, again because yellow is primary, and that's orange, and this is yellow, and this one is chartreuse, but I'm just gonna call it yellow green, because I can't spell chartreuse and I'm not even gonna try it. So this one's green. Ta-da! This one is aqua, which I love, teal, or blue, green. Okay, that tertiary. And this one's just blue, and this one is indigo. Yeah, you just saw my lovely dyslexia. Indigo, which is blue violet. Okay? So I'm just going to block them over the dots so you get where I put them. So now you have an idea of how colors are named. So if the first color, oh sorry, here's a violet. I forgot violet. That's why it's Roy G. Biv. It's, one second. So the colors go this way. Red, orange, yellow, blue, right? Oh, my brain again. Green, sorry. Then blue. I'm tired. Sorry guys, I haven't eaten yet. And indigo. So now you know where the indigo comes from. And then violet. That's where we get the idea of the violet ray, the indigo people, the blue rays, the green light, you know, all of these. So that's why blue, between blue and violet is an indigo. When you mix them, that's why it's indigo. Roy G. Biv. But this is the only thing that we can see as humans, unfortunately. If we weren't human, we'd see everything. Sometimes I do. It's kind of fun. Now, analogous colors are the colors next to each other on the wheel. So if that's the case, then it's red, orange, orange, yellow, like this yellow, orange, and the yellow. See, those are what we call warm colors. And then if you go towards the greens, the blues, and the violets, those are cool colors. So we have two areas. Now we'll do it this way. Does this work? I think so. Cool. Here we go. One side. So we have cool colors and warm colors. I love charts. I love making charts. So one of the cool colors is, so if we're going to do the analogous ones, would be green, blue, violet. Okay? And the warm colors would be red, orange, yellow. That's one start. So I'll hold that up again because I'm not a zoomer kind of person. There you go. That is a difference. So when you call those colors next to each other, they're technically called analogous. You can use even a mix of the warm and the cool colors when you're drawing, painting, anything, or creating or designing. Just remember, if you're going across the color wheel, it's a complement. If you're going next to each other, they're analogous. So these are, so analogous means, analogous means, I'll do the end of this side, colors next to each other on the color wheel. Keyword, next to. Not across. Next to. So it'd be a red and an orange, or a yellow and an orange, or the colors in between that, or the tones you'd use in between. Or it could be a blue and a green, or a violet and a blue. It could even be an orange, it could be a red and a violet even. But they have to be next to each other. So most of the time, that's what analogous is, and that's what complementary is. And that's the basis of those two ideas within design and creation. Now, should we do a little fun, silly thing on analogous down here? We can. So now we're going to do an analogous. We're going to decorate, I don't know, should I make a tulip? I don't know. Let's find out. Tulip, sunflower, I don't know. I like flowers. That's why I make them. All right, let's see. Let's do, I don't know, see what my hand wants to do. Clean out the brush, as always. Get back in the dirty water, because I'm just bad that way. And we might just do a blue and a violet and a green, so we get a better idea. So I'm going to start with a blue, yeah? Now in watercolor, you tend to start with lighter colors, but I'm just giving an indication. Here's a blue. Here. So we're going to make see? Oh, it's wet on dry. That's actually nice and light, thank goodness. Yeah. We're just going to make the shell of a tulip. No. I think it's a tulip. It's a flower. I don't care. The actual name of flowers. I just love them. I think they're gorgeous. Yeah, I'm just making a quickie little something. Now, to make this, I did this on purpose because now if you wanted to make leaves on the bottom, here's, that's green. What's wrong with me? I found the green, everyone. I laugh at myself. Alrighty. Here is the green. Now watch, see how it's cool color, but they're analogous? They're right next to each other on the wheel. You can create something as simple as that. It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to look right. It doesn't have to look amazing or anything at all. It just has to be what you want it to be. And now to highlight this blue, you can add violets or purples. So let's get a slightly darker purple. And why do I say darker? Because now you're going to see how cool colors work wonders together. Just outlining it. I'm not doing anything specific. Just so you see. You can now now, what was that? That was wet on dry paint. And now what I did with the wet, I am stretching the dry paint. This you could do in watercolor and stretch it down. And then you can even do it here. Just that's a brush stroke. Just a very gentle brush. That's the beauty of watercolors. It could be anything you want it to be. Now you think, what is she doing? Why is she putting it in the petals? Because usually I put a red, right? But I'm only using what we call analogous colors. Colors next to each other. So these are the ones not far from each other on the wheel. And that's what these are doing. There is also monochromatic. Basically means one color. Mono. One color. So you use the one color and you use all shades of that color. So it could be like a red, red orange, red yellow, red violet. But it's all monochromatic. And I think Mondrian did a couple of things like that in constructivism. Depends on the piece. I don't remember now. So you get an idea. Now, you're thinking, wow, what do we do with this? Interesting. It's not going anywhere, right? Now, here's a violet marker pen. But now, I'm just putting it over to give you an indication of the colors. See? The violet with the green. And I'm just making silly, easy, quickie lines. Now if you want to make a fun thing here, you can just mark it over. And you can make a cool little, I'm just giving it a little pistons and stuff. Stamens and things. Okay, and now because it's a curve, I like adding lines to give an idea. But this is what it says. And the leaves would have different striations. Line value is another day. Line value could be a whole lesson in itself. So that is an example of monochromatic. In here you have blues, violets, and greens, and that is, let's fold it up. Whoop, the camera. There it is. That side of the wheel. If you see right there, blues, violets, and those are the cool colors. So on this page, overall, you have an example of. Let's see if I could do that right. I don't think so. Maybe. I'll pick it up. I have an example of warm colors, cool colors, analogous colors, and complementary. And it shows you not just the color wheel, it shows you the primary, secondary, and tertiary. It shows complementary are the opposites. This is an example of a warm. See? The warm colors with the red. This is an camera. This is gonna drive me nuts. And that's an example of what you call analogous colors, where they're next to each other on the color wheel. And it's very pleasing to see them next to each other because they're on the natural progression of colors within the spectrum. That's why. So, that was me just giving a quick little fun. It wasn't fancy. It's just a thought. And I'm going to go off and create something for someone special because someone was very kind in the community and they were lovely. And I'm going to give them a thank you drawing, painting, and create something just for them. I hope this helped. I'm trying to get it all on screen. There you go. Somewhat. A little better. And, oh, there it is. Aha, go me. I'll leave it there. And then if you can get a decent screenshot off of that, go for it. And then you can always blow it up and then look at my chicken scratch. I will sign it. And I will put my little rose. And today's date is November 22nd, 2024. That's my little silly, fun, hopefully informative lesson on colors and patterns and design and just a few things here and there about how to basic watercolor. So it's just wet on dry, dry on wet, and then you can even mix that up and you can see I used markers over here. So it doesn't, in markers or ink, markers or ink, these are double tips. Like this has, I don't know if you can see very well. Where's the camera? I don't know. I'll put it against my hand. It's a very thick brush, and the other end is a tiny point. See how small that is? There you go. And that gives you definition. So you can use anything you like. You can use brushes that are small. This brush gets a small point as well in the end. So it does the same thing as that brush does. So you can make even these work for you as a detail brush. But that's just with practice and have a little fun with it. I just want to show basic techniques and principles for art that maybe, you know, if it inspires you to go crazy, have a little fun, go for it. I hope this made sense. I will angle it a little bit better. Hold on, let's see. I think it's all in there. No, almost. Wow, this camera, I thought I was doing better. This is better than the last one, though, I will say that. So, I'm happy if you did bear with me this long and you were watching. Thank you. If not, that's great, too. I just hope you enjoyed this. And I hope it gave you some inspiration to do something fun. They're cool colors. They're warm colors. They're combinations of cool and warm colors. If you ever wondered why red and green look so good for Christmas, don't wonder. It's a compliment. That's why. That's why, you know, we always need a dark and a light and a light and a dark. And it doesn't mean one is better or worse. It just means they complement each other. So let's complement each other and give each other some kindness. And if we are near each other like the analogous, then let's hope that we can support each other in that too. So hang in there, everybody. Yeah, I think I got a good... Well, that's a good angle. So I'm going to hold it right there for a second. I know the shadow's there, but I still think you could see it. Yep. I'm going to leave that for one more second. And I'm going to pop it back up to my silly face. Back. That was an hour. I'm sorry. But good luck with everything, and I hope everything is well. And if you are in the storm that hit the West Coast, sorry. Please be safe. I hope your electricity comes on. I hope everyone's okay. Your animals, your friends, your fur friends, everybody. Your whole, family. I hope you guys are alright. Hang in there. Have a good one. Be kind to each other. And remember, we're in this together. We got each other's back. Thanks for watching. Bye.